War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is actually getting some pretty major changes coming up pretty soon. As we know, we've gone through the worldwide crunch. I still might refer to it as global, but you know what we're talking about when we say that. I think that we're talking about the global side of the worldwide version, I guess, if that makes any sense. Anyways, yeah, so there's going to be a lot of changes coming soon, and that includes things like schedule change. So these notices actually came out yesterday, and I was on when the notices popped up yesterday morning, Sunday morning, I should say. Depends when you're watching this, I guess. And yeah, I decided that I was still gonna wait until Monday to make this news video, because I always do this on Mondays, and I've done this on Mondays every single Monday now for years, really. I mean, I've skipped a couple of Mondays, not many though. Like, I've really done this almost every single Monday for literally years. Minus a few weeks that were like extreme duds, or if I was really sick or something, but it was only a few times skipped. But that being said, I might try doing this Sunday next week instead, if you care about that kind of thing. If you have enjoyed these videos at all, maybe I'll actually do it on Sunday, because that's when the notices come out now, I guess. Or whatever the case may be, maybe I'll just do it when the notices come out. I may stick to just putting them up on Mondays, though. So who knows? I have gotten used to it. I have liked the Monday schedule, I guess. But either way, I'll mess around with it. So it might be on random days for the next few weeks until I figure out what I like and what you guys like. Actually, let me know. Would you rather have these like the day the notices come out? You know, do you want them like as soon as possible, like as soon as the notices are available? You want my opinions on them and that kind of thing? Or would you rather it just be a more consistent like Monday thing, where like you wake up on Monday and you're like, I got a case of the Mondays, and you're just eating your lasagna and drinking your coffee, or I don't know, some Garfield thing. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. At the end of the day, I'll probably end up doing it on Sundays, but I am going to dabble a little bit and just see what I like better. And, you know, I do want to know what you guys think about it and everything. Anyways, let's get into this week's news. And we're getting the Blood-Soaked Road. This is Melnia's Vision card. This is a long sought-after card. This is a very strong card. It can do Sword Knight, Gun, and Mace equipable main jobs. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong on this too, I believe that's Bradley, Dialdo, and Melnia. If you wanted to run that pretty powerful team, it will work with all of them. But either way, you don't even have to do elemental teams with this as long as they're those jobs. It has unit attack resist up, reaction block rate up, and agility up. It's a very strong PvP card. This card is actually nuts, because it has all very useful things. Also, attack and acquired AP up for the bestowed effect, and for Melnia and Renelle only, Man-Eater up. So, this is a super strong card. There's probably a lot of really good teams you can build with this. And yeah, I think a lot of people have been looking forward to this. I remember when I was on Jay Benson or JB and Ready Player Will's podcast, this card came up and I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to skip it because I've been skipping everything non-limited lately. And I remember Ready Player Will just like an audible gasp, I feel like. I can't remember if this was on the podcast or if we were discussing this like off camera or whatever, but I remember he was like, you're going to skip that card? Meaning like, it's so good, how could you skip that? But either way, I don't know. I might throw a couple of pulls at it. I maybe won't skip it. It is very good looking. Roar. Anyways, yeah, though it is not limited, so if you do want to skip it, you can grab it later down the line. It's not even 90 costs, it's only 60 costs, so it's not like it's going to be super rare rates like a Dark Esper or something like that. So it's not the end of the world if you don't go for it or get it. If you want to save for Final Fantasy IX, hold strong, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, there's another Vision card with an Esper coming out this week as well. The Sahagin Prince. Now, this card is free. So don't fret. Don't be like, oh man, I don't want to have to pull for another Esper. And I actually missed the last couple of Espers. I didn't get Ultros or Greater Demons. So this will be cool to finally get a new Esper. Yeah, but this is free from the raid. So make sure you're just farming the raid. You'll get this thing whenever you get the rare boss level 5 clear. So if you just farm the raid a bunch, you'll get this thing for free. It has Pierce Attack up, Critical Evasion up, and Accuracy up. So it's kind of an interesting card, being for Sword, Spear, and Bow equipable main jobs. It doesn't seem like the card here is like mega powerful or anything like that, but there is an Esper in here. And I will never argue with espers. I love espers. They're really cool. They allow us different builds, different options, and they're just cool as heck, you know, to have espers, I think. They have their different abilities and stuff like that. Now keep in mind this is an MR esper, so this won't give you like the map buffs if you are going to use this, at least according to this. So it's not going to be a map buffy type of thing, but even still, a lot of MR and below espers are still very, very good. And yeah, so there's that. Now we're getting the JP anniversary, Road to JP anniversary or whatever, part 2, 4th anniversary. This comes with Melnia card shards. Sorry, blood-soaked road. Card shards. There are some rainbow scrolls in here, a bunch of other rainbow stuff. And there's burst cores in here too, so I don't know, pretty cool. Day quests are getting ×4. This is huge. So, the ×4 drops in things like Truststone Chambers or any of those quests that are like boosted daily, like your statue quests or your like Alcris Chambers, I think, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The elemental chambers for all that stuff. It's going to be ×4 drop, and that is huge. I absolutely need to farm some Earth statues just because of like during this reincarnation fest, reincarnating stuff so much. The statues have been non-existent for me. I've been using tickets and stuff for them. Whew, I'm running out of breath just thinking about it. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, and trust stones. If you want to farm a ton of trust stones this week, I believe those all fall under that category. Also, you got your guild gift campaign ×4s. So, you know, if you are looking to get guild coins up the wazoo, make sure you're gifting your guild coins this week and also receiving your guild coins this week, because that's going to add up to be a lot of guild coins. Now, there's a raid this week. I mentioned it briefly earlier when talking about that card that's free with the Esper. It's going to be Europa. There is a game-changingly different thing about this raid that I'm going to get into. But first, let's talk about the raid boss a little bit. It is lightning-based, and it's weak to missile. So, of course, if you have Melnia, it's going to be weak to her, because she's Earth, which is strong to lightning, and then missile is what she is. But I'm sure you can make plenty of units work on this. Raids are generally not too terribly hard compared to other bits of content, so it should be beatable with many units, but you might want to look at the bonus units before you decide. And then the Sahagin Prince is water element, and it's weak to slash and strike. So also, here's the other thing about this raid. Alaya the Alabaster is a max bonus unit, and this sub or side whatever monster looks like it's built to be beat up by Alaya the Alabaster. So there you go, bring her in there. I'll show. Okay, and here, this is, before I get into the bonus units, this right here is the thing I wanted to talk about that is like a game-changing buff or not to raids, or at least this raid that we've never had before. Now, this is only good if you have Melnia. So if you don't have Melnia, then just shake your fist in my general direction. But this makes the Dual Moon's gun that she has, you get a temporary buff. Limited time Melnia, limited edition MR equipment. So if you have farmed a Dual Moons and you have Melnia, because this only works on Melnia, it gives this gun plus 2,000 fixed damage, plus 30 boss resist. That's insane. And damage limit plus 1,500. And I'm not sure if you can stack this on top of like Truststone damage limit or not, but even if you can't, it's still 500 more damage than that. It's not quite as much damage as certain other items we have, but it's at least more damage than that, and you definitely can stack it with potential damage raising vision card abilities and stuff like that if you have any for Melnia or Earth or whatever the case may be. Either way, this is huge. Just the damage and the boss resist alone is absolutely crazy in my opinion. And yeah, like I'm very interested in this to see how people like it or how it works out. But it would be cool to see more stuff like this in the future, but not too much. Like, we don't want it to come to the point where like if you don't have this, it's impossible to win. I just think this is a little cool like incentive or, you know, cool thing to have to play with, you know, to make your life a little easier, I guess, if you have the unit. But if you don't have the unit, it would feel real bad if the fight is still way too hard if you don't have something like this. I don't think that will be the case, though. I think Europa should be more than easy enough, even if you don't have that buff. But anyways, here are the bonus units. Melnia is a L bonus, I guess, and Alaya the Alabaster. So these two 100 cost units are the only L units, only L bonus. But there's a lot of M's, Lilo the Bold, Lemure, Stern, Knight of Ruin, Oldoa, Ketone, Luel, Cornwall, Varouche, Glaciella, Flagbearer, Mashari, Queen of Horn. And also, Mashari, Queen of Horn is getting MA2 this week, so what better time to fire her up? The boss is also weak to Earth, right? Because it's lightning, so maybe Queen Mashari. I'm not sure what its resistance to magic is, but as long as it's not super resistant, Queen Mashari might be a very viable source to farm this boss, especially with her new shiny MA2 that she's getting this week. These are the vision cards. Now, one thing I want to point out is for vision cards and raids, you do not have to have it equipped. You just have to own the card. As long as you own it, it's on your account, and it's in your inventory, you're getting the bonus from it. So just keep that in mind. You don't say you're using Melnia, but her card is only level 1 and you want to use other cards, you'll still get the maximum amount of bonus for just owning this card, or any of these cards for that matter. And if, say, you don't have any of these cards, well, the Sahagin Prince card is an S bonus, so eventually once you farm the raid enough and you get that bonus card, or that Esper card I should say, you'll automatically have a bonus right there if you happen to be missing all of the rest of these. So that is that. Any other cool stuff in here? Not really. So this mission will be, so once you get that card and Esper from the raid, this mission will pop up and it will have a bunch of quests in it that will give you all the shards you need to max out that card. So that's good. Oh, there's raid titles too for first place, top 10, and top 100. So if you're into that kind of thing, then go for it. GG. And yeah. So for plus... Okay, so for MA2 quests, we're getting Queen Mashari, Flagbearer Glaciella, that's another one, Chunok, and Revelka. These are all really good units, actually. This is a nice batch of MA2s. And then for plus 6 equipment, Winter Coat. Now, if you're like, I don't have Winter Coat, I missed it. My guess is it's probably going to be in the raid shop, because they're buffing it this week, so it's most likely going to be in the raid shop. You're going to be able to plus 6 these, which is amazing, by the way. And... there will probably be other stuff in the raid shop too. I can't guarantee that though, but I bet you, I'm betting that this is gonna be there. So yeah, I think that's about it. So we just have that stuff coming this week. Again, the schedule changes. It's all pretty cool. Let me do my free pull while we chat. Let me know, are you guys gonna pull for that card? Are you going to skip it and just save for the 4th anniversary and Final Fantasy IX? I got a brown book. Oh, it's a brown book turned into a rainbow. This could be a Lie of the Alabaster, guys. I don't know. I feel like I should skip until Final Fantasy IX, but just knowing how good that card is, I don't know. I'll look at the banner options. I know banners have changed lately, and it's probably just going to have the normal banners, though. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what my addiction says. But, oh, by the way, that's the other thing. The other bit of the schedule change. I only talked about, for me, my videos and for the notices, but the actual... update, patch day, whatever you want to call it, at least this week, is on Tuesday. It's not on Wednesday, so that's right, I will be live on Tuesday morning with this game instead of Wednesday morning. It's going to be different. I'm here for it. And, well, I say morning, it might be early afternoon. Depends on what time zone you live in and stuff like that as well. But yeah, so there's that. And what else? I think there was at least one other thing about the schedule. Yeah, so I've heard that JP always does their updates on the same days of the month, so it doesn't always fall on the same day of the week. So I don't know if we're going to follow that, or if our update day is just going to be on Tuesdays. I'll have to wait until further notice to find out. Also, the notices day. Maybe notices even change. I have no idea. Come on, Elia the Alabaster. Freaking Luel. But hey, she's a raid bonus unit coming up, right? So at least we got that going for us. Anyways... yeah, let me know what you guys think about everything. Let me know if you guys have any opinion on the day of my news videos that I've done for a long time now. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it. So, oh great, King Mont. Yeah, nice. That's the best guy in the batch. I think I've pulled King Mont on here more than anyone else too. Kind of funny. Use this ticket. See if we get Melnia. Come on, show me potato. What? Don't do this to me, man. You're playing with my heartstrings, man. Oh, come on. Yo. Oh, You guys just almost saw me have a stroke. What the heck was that? Anyways, I'm gonna head out. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you like my videos in general. I know I'm not the biggest of YouTubers or anything like that, but I do appreciate everyone that watches, so thank you very much. And yeah, hope to see you guys in my stream on Tuesday. I do stream every day except for Mondays. So if you... War of the Visions is usually once a week, but I play all kinds of other games. So hopefully see you guys for some of that stuff. And yeah, just have yourselves a great day. Enjoy your food. And I'll see you when I see you. So, see ya.